Hey. Hey. Okay, let's cut to the chase. It's been a long time since I uploaded a convention video. I think it's time I finally uploaded something like that again. And you know, I have this big schedule. I was gonna do 2 convention videos. Boom, Fan Expo. Boom, Revo. And then I procrastinated so long, I didn't edit anything, and now I have all this footage that I have to finish by 2025. And you're like, why? Well, you don't have to finish it by 2025. Yes, I do. I want to do something for 2025. I want to do something for every year so I can look back. And it wouldn't make sense if the video said 2026 in the description. And if it does say 2026 in the description, just know that I have failed. I have failed, okay? But besides all that, hi, if you don't know who I am, or you have perhaps only seen my Love and Deep Space video or Dispatch videos, I am a amateur cosplayer. And by amateur, I mean like, I've done maybe 4 different characters, which, you know what? Good on me. But I love conventions because I get to see other cosplayers and it gives me an excuse to dress up without having to explain, oh, I just like, I love to dress up in my room alone and take photos. But this year, as I mentioned earlier, I went to 2 different conventions, Fan Expo, Revo, and both were very good, but very different experiences. So let's start off with 2025 Fan Expo snuck up on me. The previous convention I had went to, Fan Expo 2024, I was mulling it over my head. Who did I want to cosplay? I had so many different ideas. I was working on it for like 2 or 3 months. But for 2025 Fan Expo, I was just like, I was in the dark. I had a month to plan before. And I know people are like, isn't a month a lot? Not for me. I need a good 5 months to be prepared for anything. So obviously it was like a no-brainer to reuse the Mama outfit. And I loved it. Got so many compliments. I decided, hey, how can I upgrade my cosplay without having to order too many things? So first of all, I had to get rid of the contacts. With my makeup, I didn't look so bad, but they were just a little bit too light and a little bit too scary. So I decided to switch out the light blue contacts for a darker blue one. Shout out to Pudding Lenses, love them. Great customer service, very kind. I think these ones suit Mamao's eye color a lot better, so I'm really glad I bought these ones. And to take the cosplay a step further, I decided to add a little backpack basket, just like the one Mao Mao uses in the anime, and oh my gosh, it was so cute. And you can see it's in the back of my room there. Sometimes I use it for laundry, sometimes I just use it to hold stuff, and you know, during the convention, it was really helpful too because I could just carry all my stuff in the back. But the part that I wanted to really fix up the most was the wig. Because the previous convention, I just kind of took it out of the bag, put it on my head, and called it a day. I was like, well, that's good enough for me. Goodbye. I didn't trim it. I didn't fix it. I didn't do any, you know, hairspray. I just kind of put it on my head. So I decided to cut my wig. And, well, I cut the wig. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I think it's better. But it's just a little, like, it sticks out too much. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know if it looks better or worse. I think it looks better. You know what? I'm gonna cut even more. Am I gonna regret this? Maybe. But I'm gonna do it. Is it better? I don't know. Well, I think it's better. Let me just say that. Honestly, no matter if you think I made a mistake or I did something good, nothing can be worse than the microbangs incident of 2024. Whole convention I went around looking like this. Can you believe it? Anyways, 2025 Fan Expo, I actually went for 3 days. 3 days in a row I went to this convention. It was my first time actually going 3 days. I think the last year I only did 2 days. I did Saturday and Monday. So this was going to be a new experience for me. I had to gather up all my energy to get out of the house for this one. You know, me and Omen.
Watch them run.
Yes, Omen from Valorant.
Run.
Character, you know. And you know, can we take a moment to goon over Omen's cosplay, right? Okay, you know, that's not the right choice of words. She made her own cosplay by scratch. She sewed and crafted something I need to learn. I have just been buying off of Amazon and and hope for the best. I'm hoping to make my own cosplay soon. You watch my words. And yes, I will continue to call her Omen, even though that is not her name, for privacy reasons, but also I think it gives her a little bit of mystery, in my opinion. But you won't see the last of Omen, trust me on that. But anyway, so for the first day, Omen and I decided, oh, it would be good for 12 p.m. to go to the convention. We didn't want to wake up too early. We wanted some time to get our cosplay ready. So 12 p.m. Okay, keep in mind that was the time to get there. We also had to factor in a dollar store trip to get some gardening knee pads to use for her shoulder pads. So we needed to make a pit stop before the convention there. And we were doing a hybrid of driving and transiting. So I decided to put the wig on the back burner instead of going into the dollar store with a green wig and blue eyes. Okay, you know, like my first cosplay experience, I had red eyes and a white wig. We were walking around Vancouver, okay, right by the convention, mind you, and I thought I was safe, but the amount of stares that I got from people, and some lady came up to me and she's like, are your eyes real? I'm like, they're contacts, and she's like, wow, they're so red. I'm like, yeah. But anyways, okay, so I get ready for the convention. I put my makeup on, I put my contacts. I could have my contacts on at least. While the blue eyes clearly are unnatural for me, at least you'd have to be like wanting to gaze into my eyes to see them, you know? So we drive to the nearest dollar store and we go check. The only gardening knee pads are bright pink, so we're like, yeah, no. So we waltz around and we go through Walmart, find the knee pads. And why were the knee pads $40? And we both look at each other and we're like, nah. We had to walk all the way back to the other mall to get the other dollar store to get the different knee pads. Omen also needed a fanny pack, which we found there, and then we were about to give up because we're like, oh, there's no knee pads here. I guess we're gonna have no knee pads. And then Omen was really sad because she wanted it for cosplay. It was gonna look awesome. And we're like, And then we're like, why don't we ask a worker? And when we asked the worker, they're like, yeah, over there. And we're like, we're looking at the time and we're looking at the train. And I'm like, let's just get an Uber to the convention. Boom, I checked the time. Guess what? 2:30 p.m. Both of us had lost track of time. We were supposed to be there at 12. Yeah, we lost hours. We lost a lot of hours. And you know what, honestly, I didn't really care. I was going 2 other days. I didn't care we were late that much. It wasn't a big deal to me. What was a big deal was the Uber was horrible. Stop, start. I mean, I was trying not to hurl in the backseat, and I was looking over at Omen, and Omen was like looking rather queasy, and I'm like, oh, she's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. I'm not sure if it was the traffic or the driver skills or both, but whatever it was, I was like, I was ready to puke out that window. I was not having it, man. But we ended up making it to the convention. Wait. Video. And just like every convention I go to, the cosplays here are absolutely superb. I love all the cosplays I saw here. Again, I was so afraid to take a picture with them, even though I felt so honored when someone wanted to take a picture with me. So I just have to get over that barrier. I really do. Omen was a lot better at asking, so there's a lot more clips of Omen actually getting photos with these cosplayers, and I'm thankful because she gives me lots of content. Also, this cosplay was insane. We saw him 2 times. But one of my favorite cosplays was definitely this Luke and Kieran one from Love and Deep Space. Oh my gosh, it was just so good. And at this point, I was really obsessed with Love and Deep Space, so of course I had to take a photo with them. But the best part is they were handing out stickers of the love interests, and of course, I pulled my baby girl Zane. And so did Omen, actually. But I got 2 stickers because Omen didn't want it. But there wasn't a lot of Apothecary Diary cosplays. I did find this Mau cosplayer, shout out to her. But what really surprised me is someone from the last convention actually recognized my Mau from the convention prior. The 2024 one I filmed my first video on. And I was like, I was so honored. And I did remember him because he asked to take a photo with me, and I was like, The fame is getting to my head. Also, while walking through Artist Alley, this wonderful artist called Manny Eggy, I hope I'm saying that right, gave me this sticker for free because I was dressed up as Mau Mau. Can we give like 30,000 rounds of applause for Manny Eggy right here? He's giving father. If I walk on you. Okay, we're yes. Okay, are you recording? Yeah. Okay.
This is taking way too long.
I didn't know. Okay. Okay. Little did I know after this, one of the best moments of my cosplay career happens, and I'm still so excited about this. And you see this guy videotaping Omen right here? Yeah, this is Justin Cosplay, who has a YouTube channel full of great videos of cosplayers. And yes, he asked permission for me and Omen to get our photos taken, and of course we said yes. Of course we did. And oh my gosh, this will always be in my mind forever. This is what makes me want to cosplay all the, I can't even. Again, shout out to Justin Cosplay. He is a great photographer, and please go check out his channel. I'm begging you. And once the day was over, we got Fat Burger. And after one convention day, I was spent, bro. I'm so exhausted, oh my god. Girl, you're gonna have to go 2 more days. I'm sorry. It's round 2, baby. I'm so tired. But you know, for the second day of Fan Expo, it was a lot easier because I didn't have to drive myself. Someone was dropping me off and picking me up. So the burden of transit was not on my mind, which I'm so thankful for. Oh, thank you. Manny Jacinto was there. Shout out to my Filipinos. Also, like within the first 10 minutes of walking around, we got stuck behind the Star Wars cosplay brigade. So we just stood there for about like 5 minutes watching all the Star Wars characters pass by. It was really funny, actually. But what really stood out to me was this convention. I think this was the most photos I ever got asked to take with. And again, I'm gonna say this, it makes me so happy people want to take photos with me. Like, this girl was incredibly sweet. She had her little Jinshi photo, which I just thought was so hilarious. And, you know, again, I keep repeating this, but I'm very, very honored that people want to take photos with me. But I like it because it makes me feel like a celebrity while also not having the fame put on myself. It's the character, you know? I don't know, it's a weird thing with cosplay. Any cosplayers, tell me if you feel the same way, because I get this feeling all the time. And then after walking around, taking photos, looking at Artist Alley, we decided, hey, we're hungry as hell, let's go to Cactus Club and get something to eat. And I tell you, the funniest thing happened. I wish I had my phone out at this moment, but we are waiting in line because there's a line for Cactus Club, right? Because, you know, all cosplayers want to go there. And John Wick, like this John Wick cosplayer, I have to take a second look because I'm like, is that Keanu Reeves? He walks to the front and it's pouring rain, mind you, and he's like soaked. He looks like he just came out of a John Wick movie, and he's like, is there any seats available? And then me and my friend, we look at each other and we're like, oh my god, that's a really good cosplay. And when we walk in to Cactus Club, I wish I took videos, but I was too shy to just start filming random people while they're eating. But there was like so many different cosplays, like Freeman was in the corner, Makima was also eating there. There was Beetlejuice, like the table over, and behind us was Daenerys from Game of Thrones. I don't know, she had to go feed her dragon or something. I've never watched Game of Thrones. But it's just so funny to see all the cosplayers in their unnatural habitat. I'm like, oh my gosh, why is Kate and Vi dining at the table diagonally from us?
I'll take a photo.
And I can't remember. Honestly, it's been a year since I've gone through these Fan Expo clips again, but I'm pretty sure I heard and I was near Bryce Papenbrook. If you know anime voice actors for English, you know who Bryce Papenbrook is. And I remember standing there, I was like, oh my god, I've been hearing his voice in real life. I hear it so often in the English dub. Now I'm hearing it with my own ears. I don't remember what I bought. Don't ask. I don't think I have clips of it, but I'm pretty sure I have a photo that I sent to my friends like, oh my gosh, Fan Expo haul, so I'll put that up if I can find it. But I did buy a blind box with my friend and it had all these little cute little animals sitting together, and I specifically remember she's like, I'll be happy if I get anything but the hamster. And I was like, well, I want the cat because obviously my name is Cat. And then, well,
Oh, I got the hamster.
I got the cat. I can't believe you got the one. Oh, but I got the cat.
You got the cat, and that's what matters, okay?
I don't even know if I can sit him down. Can you see that?
He needs to be a little bit. Here, lean them up against each other.
That's so.
man, it's tough luck out here. Then we went home and it was time to do it again for day 3. Okay, for this day, I didn't have any friends who wanted to come with me, so I was going to skip it until I was like, hey, Mom and Dad, you want to come to Fan Expo? Yes, my mom and dad. I didn't get much footage from the day because I was busy trying to wrangle my parents. My dad kept getting lost like every 2 seconds and we're like, where did Dad go? But overall, I think my dad really liked it. He showed up in his wizard hat and cane, and he came up, he's like, oh, someone complimented my hat. I'm like, oh, that's really great, Dad. I'm so glad. I didn't go out with a bang for the last day of Fan Expo. I was basically just looking around to see if there was any merchandise I wanted to buy. Still came in cosplay though. And then that was wrapping up Fan Expo. Hello. I just got back from Fan Expo, day 3. I can't believe I went all 3 days. I wasn't even gonna go today, but then I convinced myself and my parents to go. I'm very exhausted. I absolutely had so much fun this weekend with my friends and just seeing all the other cosplayers. Yeah, I really loved dressing as Mao Mao. I think Mao Mao is a hitter. Everyone loved the basket. I also love the basket too, so it was good. But yeah, no, I'm hoping to go to more conventions soon. I'm hoping to dress up. Maybe I'll do a different cosplay. I want to definitely get into more cosplay. I just don't know really how or what to do. And fast forward 6 months later, when I should have been editing this video to be a separate thing, Annie Revo came. And a lot of things happened in that 6 months. First of all, I did my first field school for archaeology. I was away from home for 1 month. First time I'd ever done that. I had quit my job for personal reasons, and the new Apothecary Diaries season had come out. And with the new season, it boomed in popularity. And it was popular before, but not to this degree. So after Fan Expo, I got bit with the cosplay bug. I really wanted to cosplay more, and I really loved cosplaying Mao Mao. So with the new season, she had this new outfit that plays in the frog scene. If you watch the anime, you know what the frog scene is. If you haven't, go watch and then you'll see. But it was an absolutely gorgeous outfit, and I was like, I'm ready for a little bit more of a complicated cosplay. I didn't want to keep re-wearing the same cosplay because I had done that for like 2 conventions now. I wanted something new. And so I ordered the cosplay online and I waited for it to come in. And this wig was possibly the most difficult part of this whole cosplay. I'm already not good with wigs, but this one had like little cat ears or little horn pieces of hair that I had to attach, and I had to do some serious DIYing as well as cutting the wig, which proved difficult. I don't know, I think I was really bad at doing anything with hair in general. And oh yes, I did change my outfit because I have free will and I didn't want to wear that turtleneck anymore because it was uncomfortable. Anyways, I was having so much issues with cutting the bangs of this wig, I had to go call my mom to come help me, and she has some experience because she cut my bangs and my hair through my elementary school. So you know a pro when you see it. Not like real hair. No, it won't grow back. And then once that was trimmed and, as looking as best as it can, I had to kind of fix the little hair buns that were going on top of my head because they were like coming apart. The hair wasn't sticking to it, so I had to use some hairspray. So I have this I think this is Forgive me if I'm wrong, but this is the 80s stuff that broke the ozone layer. And low-key, it kind of worked, but I remember I had to go back in and Gorilla Glue the hair down because it was just going all over the place. And we know how effective Gorilla Glue is for your hair, right?
My hair, it don't move.
But anyways, this convention was special because I was matching cosplays with Omen from, you remember from the previous cosplay, amazing cosplay, again, handmade. It was quite amazing, although she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure her creative process was very difficult, more difficult than mine. And I do remember her wig being put out on a stake like a headhunter's trophy. So for the first day of Annual Revo, me and Jinshi decided, hey, let's just take this really early one-shot train down to the convention center so we don't have to worry about driving or taking multiple buses. So we planned for an early meeting on the train because she had a different stop than mine. But unfortunately, Jinshi's alarm did not go off, so she had to go get a ride. But I didn't really mind because I had more time when I got there to get ready and get myself prepared. So I was on the train and I was a little bit worried about how weird I looked, but then I saw Howl and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle and I was like, gosh, shoot, I guess I could have just worn my wig anyway. But I went to the other part of the convention building to get ready in the more private bathrooms there because the convention center downstairs bathroom usually has a lot of people in it. So I started getting ready in this public bathroom. I was a little bit nervous, but of course people came in and they were like full on staring at me with my wig and putting on my makeup and all that sort of stuff because I guess they were far enough away from the main convention center that there wasn't that many cosplayers, so I looked a little bit like an abnormality, I guess. Some ladies were really nice. They're like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I love your costume. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. And then one lady was like, my niece loves anime. She makes cosplays for a living. You look great. I'm like, thank you. They were so nice. Anyways, I took about like 2 hours to get ready, or more like me just fussing for 2 hours trying to make everything perfect and things not falling in place. But Jinshi came and I had to help Jinshi get ready with her cosplay because it was a little bit, she was having some technical difficulties too. And then I met another lovely cosplayer who was dressed up as Gena Asagiri from Dr. Stone. Amazing cosplay, by the way. Got their Instagram and it was just, you know, we had a conversation. It was really nice. I loved it. Once we were done getting ready, we went to go to the main building to experience our Annie Revo. Okay, so we're just done after 2 hours in the bathroom. I don't know what time it is, 11 o'clock. And we're getting ready to go in now. And let me tell you, compared to the last convention where I felt like I was one of maybe 5 Mao Mao cosplayers at Fan Expo, I went in and I wish I had proof of video, but there were so many Mao Mao cosplayers in the exact same cosplay I did in February. You know what? And I was looking around, I was like, oh my god, I guess Apothecary Diaries really did pop off. You know what I felt like? You know that one Buzz Lightyear image where there's like a million Buzz Lightyears? That's what I felt like. I felt like I was like one of the million Mao Maos. But compared to like 2025 Fan Expo and 2024 Fan Expo, where I felt really special and like one of the few Mao Mao cosplayers, I kind of got lost in the crowd this time. But you know what? Hey, I mean, that's what happens when a great anime, a great show gets really popular and they have a great female main character with a great personality who's beautiful and smart. I don't blame everyone for wanting to be Mao Mao. I just felt like I wanted to gatekeep the character, even though people probably cosplayed Mao Mao before me. But I don't know, I love Mao Mao so much. I was like, I wanted to gatekeep so bad, but that's selfish and we shouldn't do that. My tripod just decided to break immediately. So, yay!
Well, we'll see how it looks.
Okay, I got you. Oh my god, I was gonna say.
He's into this. We know he's into this.
And then after after we had walked around a little, we decided to go outside and take some photos. And in his apology, which she didn't need to do, Jinshi bought me a little Mao Mao figurine, and you can see it in the back there. Isn't it so cute? And then I got another Mao Mao figurine, which is right there. But after we had shopped and all that stuff, we went outside and we had a little mini photo shoot. But a lot of the photos and videos that we took here, I actually don't like, so I will not be showing them.
A ladybug fell on me. I thought it was a wasp.
Okay, do a spin for me. And then this wonderful old lady just wanted really to take a photo with Jinshi, and it was so funny. That's so cute! Oh my god.
My heart just goes. Don't worry, everything's gonna be edited out to make us look cool. I see Mama. Where? Explode. Just. I'm sorry. Oh, that was Chris. Pizza time. Oh, I completely blocked it out. I'm so sorry. Okay, hand size comparison. Okay, okay. Live reaction. It's a good 6 inches. So I started eating. It's like $11. Yeah, it's not bad.
After our mid-pizza, we decided to look in on some of the panels that Annie Revel had to offer, and one of them included some voice acting panels and a panel with tips on how to make your own cosplay props better.
I'm gonna shake first and then you.
We took some more photos, had a little bit of a photo shoot, and then we decided to leave the convention a little bit earlier because we still were planning on going all 3 days, so we didn't have to stay super long. And I think I forgot to mention, I had an exam I had to do the day after the last day of the convention, so I had to study as soon as I got home.
I just got home and I'm studying. Like, the study grind never stops.
No, because like, why is it so Mao coded?
The grind never stops, I guess.
And we decided after the first day to go a bit later to the second day because we had already woken up early for the first day, and then we're like, we don't want to do that again.
I tried the different eyelashes today and hopefully I don't regret this decision.
So we headed to the convention center later, and that way we could experience the 18+ night panels that were going on at this convention.
Day 2.
And no, yeah, again, I'm glad we went later because today was so full. I mean, if you look, there was like a huge crowd on the outside, and it was hard to focus on anything because there were just so many people. And then my other friend came and joined us. She was cosplaying as one of the Demetrisk, I don't know, one of those vampire sisters. Awesome cosplay too. And she took us to a place where we can get some nice photos.
Hello. Oh, this is for my YouTube, guys.
And after our photo shoot, we decided to go get some food at the mall because we were starving.
Oh, sushi.
Okay, baddies.
And then our other friend wanted to meet up and get some drinks. So we got some drinks, and I don't remember the name of the place, but we had some drinks there. So we were a little...
The crowd makes the presentation.
I'm tis a bit scary.
Everyone look into the camera. Where's Janelle?
And we might have got more inebriated before we went to the 18 plus panels. So do with that information what you will. But we attended some interesting panels, such as Yaoi bedtime stories.
Kyoto on the bed and basically like pushes his chest to the bed and then pulls down his pants in one swift motion. Just getting started.
You know, I'll be honest, I was kind of, I was not in the right mind to be hearing yaoi bedtime stories, if I'm honest. I can't even really remember what happened. It was a cloudy time for me. Owie! And there's also a panel where you can group watch something that starts with an H and ends with an I, and I'm sure some people are gonna guess what that is. And there happened to be a contest, which I cannot show, because I fear I will be flagged or something. But there's a contest where whoever can produce the best sounds of pleasure will win a... Let me just say that Jinji's got some vocal cords. Anyways, one of our party members won.
There she goes. There she goes. Oh my god, that's my girl.
I liked yours. That was good.
Yeah! Yeah.
My little green, my little green.
Yeah, not a sober drop in our blood. Then, since it was like 12 a.m., we decided to order an Uber home, and we had to rush for it because, like I said, we were not in the right state of mind. I also took off my wig in the public bathroom because I just was so sick of it by the end of this day. And then the unthinkable happened. Day 3, I didn't end up going. I know, I paid for the 3 days. Why wasn't I going all 3 days? Well, the plan was to go to the Annie Revel after party, well, also walking throughout the convention. And actually, I wasn't gonna go as Mama again. I was actually going to cosplay the Stardew Valley farmer. I was gonna attach a Junimo to a farmer's hat, which I already have, and you can see the Junimo is in the background. I was going to wear that on my head, have some overalls, a backpack, and bring a bag of carrots, and I was gonna say, look, I'm a Stardew Valley farmer for my cosplay. It was gonna be awesome, actually. I think people would have really enjoyed it. The only problem was I woke up and I had like the worst stomach ache ever.
I was gonna do a Stardew Valley cosplay, but I think I'm getting sick because my stomach is not doing well. Like, it's good. I started putting my makeup on and getting my costume ready, and I'm like, holy sh**. My stomach hurt and I'm so tired.
And honestly, I don't know if I had caught something at the convention because after Fan Expo 2025, I was sick as a dog for a week. I also might be allergic to vodka, which I just learned because of this convention. But yeah, and whatever the reason was, I just simply could not leave the house. It was just so bad.
I'm just laying here in bed. I don't even know what I ate. I only had like banh mi and a couple drinks, but then I don't know. Genuinely, I am so pissed off and sad. I bought the 3-day pass. I guess it was cheaper than buying just 1 day, but dark days, man.
Unfortunately, a little bit of a sad ending to my last convention of the year, but hey, you know what? Health things happen, unfortunately, and it always seems to happen to me. I'm sick so often, I don't know why. Probably my low iron or something. And these conventions really fired up my cosplay love. And honestly, it's been making me post more content on my Instagram and TikTok, because hey, you know, I have to have an excuse to get into cosplay now. But each of these conventions were very special to me, and unfortunately, I'm going to the Philippines, so I'm missing Fan Expo 2026, but hopefully I'll still be able to attend Annie Revel 2025. And that's it from me. I hope this video comes out before 2026. Right now, as I'm filming, it's December 29th, and my slow ass is bad at editing, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Anyways, don't forget to follow my Twitch channel. I try to stream as often as I can, and I play video games there, so check that out. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I put a lot of hard work in this video, and hopefully somebody will appreciate it. And have a great afternoon, night, morning, whatever time it is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll hopefully see you again for another video. Bye bye!